This day. Hallelujah. So to the children, your dads get to a certain point in life. I don't need an okay, we thank you. In the back, we thank you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I don't need another fishing rod. I can only fish one at a time with the other 25 that I have. I have no more room for shirts, socks, thank you, ties. No more room. Come on, men, say no more room. So when your dad says he doesn't want anything for Father's Day, what this really means is he wants a phone call, a hug, a meal together, a thanks, Dad, and I love you. He wants to know how you're doing because you mean the best to us. That's what we want for Father's Day. You can't get that from Amazon. You can't Google it. Can't, thank you. Can't YouTube it. So, to compare and contrast us to Jesus' life, Jesus faced interruptions during his ministry that resolved profound teaching moments, breaking barriers, and offering salvation. Fathers, we face practical everyday interruptions that require balancing multiple roles and responsibilities. But there is a reaction to the interruption. Jesus always responded with compassion, with wisdom, and a focus on the spiritual and eternal well-being of others. Fathers, we're not Jesus, but we have to strive to respond with patience, support, and guidance, though they may struggle with fatigue and stress. So the outcome of Jesus brought a transformative change, healing, and salvation to those he interacted with. So fathers, we aim to nurture, to educate, and guide our children, fostering emotional and spiritual growth. Interruption number 3. Some more free fatherly advice to my older children. Some of you experiencing some real tough times, real pain, doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing, and treating God like a genie in a lamp to get you out of a mess. You are wondering if God has forgotten you. Like hope, grace, and mercy don't know where you live. Like God doesn't know where you live, like your address is unknown. Well, maybe it's because you don't come here to visit him at his home on Sunday. You stop coming to get fed. There's no food like Sunday food. And there's one thing I know here. That woman on the front row in the big seat, she can cook on Sundays. And there's enough food to take home for the week. We've got to-go boxes of the word. So there's a lot of food for you here. So my children, interruptions sometimes are bitter and sweet. They're like my favorite R&B song. I don't want to have to quote the great philosopher and legend. Get ready, 10. Howard Frankie Beverly. Through all the interruptions, the ups and downs, my children, you are like joy and pain. Like sunshine and rain. Come on, help me out. Like joy and pain. Or like sunshine and rain. So children, come on home. Come say hello. Come home to the Father's house. So let me encourage the fathers today with this. I have fathered some from birth, some from their teens, some in their 20s, and some in their 30s. It's not about the length of time that you father. It's the timing of the time. It's about the season. Jesus' ministry was only 3 years. And look what he did in 3 years. 36 months. Less than the least. And I still read the book. Basic instructions before leaving earth. That was a test question. And that is the Bible. I want to conclude by examining one final interruption experience that Jesus had. And this interruption, deacon, was on the cross. Luke 23:39-43 details a powerful moment during the crucifixion of Jesus where he interacts with the two criminals crucified alongside with him. The passage goes like this. One of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. Aren't you the Messiah? Save yourself and us. But the other criminal rebuked him. Don't you fear God, he said. Since you are under the same sentence, we are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong. Then he said, Jesus, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus answered him, truly, I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. Jesus couldn't even die in peace. Stretched, hang him high, stretch him wide, he still was interrupted. And how did he handle it? He said, truly, I tell you today, you will be with me in paradise. The repentive one, a thief, gets answered by Jesus. A thief, not Father of the Year, not the Man of the Year, not the deacon, not the pastor, not the prophet. The thief got answered. Now that's a Father's Day. Jesus, while enduring extreme and physical and emotional agony, was interrupted by the interactive of the two criminals. Jesus responded with compassion and grace, addressing the spiritual need of the repentant criminal. Jesus assures the criminal of salvation, offering him hope and redemption, even in his own suffering. So that is something for us as fathers, that during Jesus' interruption of immense suffering on the cross, and the day-to-day activities may range from mild inconveniences to significant stress. That's what happens to us. What would we have done? Jesus always responded with unwavering compassion, even when personally suffering. Fathers, while human fathers may occasionally react with frustration, guilty, the goal is to emulate Jesus' compassion and patience. The outcome from Jesus offers eternal hope and salvation. In my closing, the interruptions Jesus faced during his ministry and how he handled them provided a powerful model for present-day fathers. That's a mentor. By responding with compassion, prioritizing relationships, and making sacrifices, fathers can mirror the love and dedication of Jesus, fostering a nurturing and supportive environment for their families. This passage can inspire fathers to approach their daily interruptions with the same grace and compassion Jesus demonstrated. Although fathers are not enduring crucifixions, the principle of prioritizing others' needs, offering support, and responding with love